Hey everyone, Tapdawg here with Little Alchemist Helper, and today we have a new pack in the shop. That is the Dark Pack, and this is a pack that I've actually known about for a couple months. I did an original review privately at the beginning of August, and I sent it over to Monumental, hoping they'd make a couple changes here and there, and they did make some changes which are good, but I did want to talk about that a little bit later. But without any further ado, let's jump into this pack and talk about the Dark Pack. So kind of a fitting pack to come out in October. You know, it's Halloween time, which tends to be a little bit more dark and scary, and this pack kind of has some dark and scary stuff in it. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the artwork in it, and obviously, since the name of the pack is the Dark Pack, they've gone back to using names that are slightly different from the actual name of the card, because the combo card in this pack is actually Darkness. And for all the new cards that are in this pack, I'm just going to show the artwork rather than the card. I'm the one who usually has to add those and upload those into the wiki, so haven't had a chance yet. Wanted to get this video out first, so I had these readily available to me, so I wanted to get them first. And I think it kind of looks cool just to kind of see the artwork floating there instead. So yeah, that's what that is. So Darkness is a 18 attack, 15 defense gold combo card, and when I did my original review it had 115 combos. Now it has 118 combos. Two of those are new cards, one of them being Shrine, which wasn't out when I did my original review to myself, and then they added a combo for Knowledge, which was one of the requests I had for them, so I'm glad that they'd listened to that. The last combo is a card that's not in the game yet, so I won't talk about that yet, but hopefully I'll be able to talk about it in the future. So, Darkness card, of those 118 combos, 76 of them are diamond combos, which is great. That's above the average for diamond combos for a gold card, so that's great. It does have 38 gold combos, no silver, but unfortunately still has 3 bronze combos, and I'll talk about that when I do my review for this card at the end here. But the combos that it makes with Onyx cards, the best one it makes is actually one of its combo cards, Devil's Boy. And this is a 37 attack, 29 defense when it combos with Onyx Life. So Onyx Life and Darkness makes Devil's Boy here. That is a 66 total stat. That's the highest stat total we have for a card that's an Onyx with it. Obviously, it can't make Onyx combos, can only make Diamond combos, but when it combos with an Onyx card, it will make a Diamond combo like that. The other 36 total stat combo it makes is Doomsday Omen, which is a 36 attack, 30 defense, and that is with Onyx Earth. Outside of that, it does make a handful of 65 total stat combos, so I'll go through those real quick. One of the other new cards, and my personal favorite from this whole pack, Puzzle Cube Head, which is a 37 attack, 28 defense, and it makes this with Onyx Ash, Onyx Knight, and Onyx Strength. So kind of a cool one. Then another combo it makes is Night Dragon, which is a 36 attack, 29 defense, and that's with Onyx Dragon. Another new combo it makes is Killer Clown, also at 36, 29, and that's with Onyx Villain. Dark Space Lord here, another 3629, that's with Onyx Sci-Fi. And then finally the Big Bad Wolf with Onyx Werewolf makes a 36 attack, 29 defense. So those are your best Onyx combos. Now let's talk about just regular diamond combos with just regular other cards. Again, Puzzle Cube Head, it makes a lot of this, and I'm so happy about that because this is my favorite card from the pack. So this, when it's not with an Onyx card, is 32 attack, 23 defense. And so that combos with Ash, with Knight, and with Strength, which we already talked about, but also combos with Anger, Arcade, and Destruction. So all of those make Puzzle Cube Head. It's going to be seen a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing that in my Heroics deck once I have this card researched. Then we have Dark Space Lord. Once again, this is a 31 attack, 24 defense with Sci-Fi. Big Bad Wolf, once again, 31 attack, 24 defense, this time with Werewolf, which it was before. I don't know why I said this time. Terra Rask, another 31 attack, 24 defense. This is with Underground. Good to see another good high combo for Underground. It's desperately needs them. Then Dog makes Anubis, which is a 30 attack, 25 defense. And then finally, Frost Dragon Ice. I'm so happy it gets another good attack here. 30 attack, 25 defense. Again, that's Ice and Darkness makes the Frost Dragon. So all in all, Darkness card. It's not that bad of a card. It's actually pretty decent. I'd say it's a somewhere between a 4 to a 4.5. It's similar to Madness, where it's pretty good. It's probably just below Madness in terms of quality, but it's a pretty good one. Much better combo card than Jungle, for example. And I'd say it's very good for beginners all the way through endgame. It's one of those cards that will be the last one to leave your card before you become an all Onyx deck. So it'll also be useful for you then in Heroics because it has a lot of diamond combos, which you need, and a lot of high attacking ones, which is nice. However, I do have a couple caveats here. First, Bat, Holy Water, and Wolf pulled the short straws once again. Those are the three that got the bronze combos. So they have poor quality combos, and this card just doesn't help them because again, those already suffered from having bad combos. So that's a shame. But on the positive side of things, there are a couple cards that got new diamond combos which desperately needed them. Ice, which I already talked about, Plant, Fish, and Bone all have new diamond combos, so I'm happy with that. And then the other combo card that I wish would have got that love too is Time. It got a new gold combo. I would have preferred a diamond combo since it's the lowest quality gold combo card in the game, but you know, it has another combo at least, so that's helpful to it. Now, 56 of the 118 combos it makes are from this pack, which is better than how Jungle was, because Jungle was only like 30 or so. However, Shrine, most of them came, I think it was like 70 of them came from it, and this is about half of them came from it. So it's a big step up. I do think there could have been a few changes that would have made it more to be combos from the pack. I do have a couple examples. So here's a couple that did not get combos. Rainbow and Darkness could have made Killer Clown, right? I think that's a natural fit. There's no combo for it currently. Darkness and Prehistoric could have made the Fungi King, because that's an old-looking dude. You haven't seen a picture of him yet, but he looks old. So he has no combo, though. And then Darkness and Radiation. Another combo from this pack would have been Strange Communicator. That's like a Stranger Things reference, but there's no combo for Radiation. So all three of those I feel like could have been combos that would have made sense. And then on top of that, there's a couple others that had a little bit of a head scratch to them. Darkness and Metal makes Robot Devil, which I understand, but it could have made that Devil's Boy combo card from this pack. You know, you got a Metal Stroller there and Devil's Boy. I don't know. It just would have fit the theme better, and no one wants more Robot Devils. That's a horrible card. Devil's Boy would have been a great card. It would have been the top combo for this. Darkness in Miniature currently makes the Protozoan villain, which is the guy from SpongeBob. And I think it could have made more sense to be Haunted Doll from this pack. You know, a miniature Darkness. It's a small doll. I don't know. Darkness in Multiples makes the villain groupies, which I don't think of them as being dark or evil. They're kind of just, they follow bad guys, but they themselves don't tend to be bad in my mind. I think the better one would have been the Eyed Feet Man from this pack, because he's got a bunch of eyes on his feet and he has eyes in his face, so he's got multiple sets of eyes. Again, these are just nitpicks, but this is just me. I want to give my feedback to them, and they didn't listen the first time, so maybe I can share it now so they can hear it again. Darkness and Sci-Fi makes the Dark Space Lord, which does make sense. I'm not complaining about that, but from the pack was Mothman, which he's a sci-fi creature, you know. There's also the Mothra combo card. I thought that was funny. We have two now of the Moth guy in the game. Darkness and Speed currently makes Speed Demon. Again, that makes sense combo-wise. Trying to find something that fit from the pack, though. Viral Dance could have been in there. I much prefer Speed Demon, so don't get me wrong. That's a much better combo, but just trying to give ideas for themes that go with the pack. Darkness and Spirit makes Spectral Rider. I love that. I also think Haunted Doll could have fit there too. And then finally, Darkness and Undead makes the, I think it's Undead Knight, which is a gold combo, and it could have made Killer Clown, which is also a gold combo, but would have fit the theme better, I think. A few other changes I would have made. Darkness and Bat make a bronze result right now, as I mentioned. Lunara is a bat type, dark type Pokemon, so I think that could have worked. Darkness and Wolf, that could have been a couple different things. It could have been the big bad wolf, like Werewolf is, or even Lichen King or Cerberus or the Lone Wolf, instead of being a bronze combo. I just don't know why you'd put a bronze combo in. It's a ridiculousness, but there was plenty of options there that could have worked. And then Darkness and Holy Water, again, is a bronze result right now. I would have used Apocalypse Doctrine or Armageddon or even Sekhmet. All of those would have been a better choice than using a bronze combo, in my mind. Just a couple others that I just personally was thinking would have been better results too. Darkness and Sword makes Bone Sword. I would have thought Lich Blade would have been better. It's a diamond combo instead of a gold combo, and the Lich is just a dark sword, you know? Darkness and Time makes Cthulhu, or Cthulhu. I think Black Death could have made sense as well, because there was a time in our culture where you would die from it. Again, that would have been a diamond combo instead of a gold combo for it. Darkness and Hammer has no combo currently. I think Skull Smasher or Weapon of Mass Destruction would have been a good push in there. Fits the theme and would give another good combo for Hammer that desperately needs more good combos. Darkness and Turtle does not have a combo. Obviously, Turtle King would have worked in there. He's an evil king, Koopa. And then finally, Darkness and Water Serpent has no combo currently. Skyla or Siren would have worked there, I think. They're both evil water serpents. So, just again, a couple other ideas I have. Maybe in the future they'll add some of those, especially the ones that don't have a combo, that could use it. But overall, it's not a bad combo card. It's a 4.5 star. It'll stay in your deck a long time, and it's good for heroics always. But let's talk about the Onyx card next. That is going to be Onyx Madness. This is a previously gold combo card that's now been upgraded to a Onyx card in this pack, so I'm excited for that. When it gets leveled up, it has 29 attack, 20 defense at level 5. It does have 109 combos, 43 are gold, 66 are diamond. And that results in a large number here. 18 of its combos will now make a 70 plus Onyx combo, and I'll kind of go through all those right now. First, on the top end, you've got Clown Toxin here, which would be a 40 attack, 31 defense, and that is a with Poison Onyx. Then you've got the Brown Druid, which is a 38 attack, 33 defense, and this is made with Earth, Magic, and Tree Onyx, combining with Madness Onyx. I love the Brown Druid. He's from Lord of the Rings, and he's kind of a little bit crazy, so Madness makes sense for those. Next up, Dr. Frankenstein, a 37-34, and this is with Undead Onyx. This is a first, and I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this. Attractive Brain is a 43 attack, 27 defense, and that is with Knowledge Onyx. You love to see the high 40 attackers there, so I think that's the first time we've had a 43. We have 44s, and we have a bunch of 42s, but 43, I think that's the first time we have that as a combo result, so exciting to see that. Another exciting one here is Mad Bomber. This is a 42 attack, 28 defense, and this is with Ash Onyx. And then another high attack here is Possession, a 41 attack, 29 defense. This is with Spirit Onyx. I'm so excited to have this card in my combos. Then Insanity Wolf is a 40 attack, 30 defense. This is with Werewolf and with Wolf, comboing with it. Then we have Unicorn Blood, a 39 attack, 31 defense. This is with Horse Onyx and Life Onyx. Good to see another good combo for Horse. Precious Ring Bearer is a 38, 32. This is with Elf Onyx and Golem Onyx. And then we have 36, 34 Zombie Hunter with the Chosen One Onyx. And then finally 35, 35 Flux Inventor with Invention Onyx and Time Onyx. So again, quite a few 70 plus combos there. You love to see that. That is about on par with where Invention was, I think, in terms of amount of Onyx combos that are 70 plus. Now let's talk about its non-Onyx combos, so combos it makes with non-Onyx cards. First, we have Insanity Wolf again. This is a 38, 28. Now this gets comboed with Werewolf and Wolf, which we already talked about, but also with Dog. So all three of those could be useful there. Then you've got Momo X, also another great card. 37, 29, and that's with Monkey. Then you've got Precious Ring Bearer, a 36, 30 attack. 36 attack, 30 defense, I should say. And this is with Elf, Golem, and Precious Ring Lore. Flux Inventor, once again, a 33, 33. That's with Invention and Time. And then finally, Crazy Cat Person, a 32, 34. That's with Cat and with Human. So, overall, Madness. It's up there in the 5 stars again. We might have to redo our rankings here with how many 5 stars we've been adding lately to the Onyxes. I would put this, though, somewhere in between Spirit and Invention in my rankings. It's just slightly better than Spirit, slightly worse than Invention. So kind of in between those two is where this one ranks. But regardless, it's a 5-star. That means it's if you're end game, this is one that you're probably going to want to have in your arena deck. Again, with 18 70-plus combos, it's going to be very useful and helpful. And yeah, so the both combo cards are a highlight of this pack. But let's now jump into the final form cards and see how they are. So we'll start with this very creepy looking eye eater, where his eyes are teeth and his mouth is teeth, but he's eating an eyeball, or at least he has an eyeball in his hand, which means he's probably going to eat that. Now, when I originally saw this card, it was a 28 attack, 26 defense critical strike card. They've not changed the stats on it, but now it has gone from being a critical strike to a crushing blow. I don't know why. Either way, it's not useful. It has too low of an attack to be useful. Now it's even more useless, I guess, less useful, however you want to say that, because a crushing blow just doesn't do as much damage as a critical strike. So you're going from maybe being able to do 40 or so damage to your opponent to now doing 28 damage. So it's unfortunate, but that it is what it is. After that, we have the Eyed Feet Man, which is a 31 attack, 25 defense absorb card. This one had no changes to it before or after, and unfortunately we still don't have a good use for absorb cards, so not one that you'd be looking for. Kind of creepy that his feet have eyes in them, but you know, it is what it is. Next up, I talked about this one earlier, the Fungi King. This was a 29 attack, 26 defense crushing blow. I told them that was too low of an attack to be useful, so they updated it. Now it's a 32 attack, 23 defense crushing blow. I would say that this is a good entry-level starter card to have for your arena. Definitely falls off pretty quickly, though, but it is pretty useful if you do get it and you don't have final form cards, and it could be useful as well in heroics until you're only using critical strike cards in there. So I'd say this is an entry-level arena card now. Before it was not really useful. Mothman, another great looking card here. Mothman is a 30 attack, 25 defense curse card. Originally, now it's dropped down to a 29 attack, 26 curse card. So they took away an attack and added a defense. Don't know why. I mean, I guess higher defense is better for a curse card, but they're still not really a good use for curse cards in my opinion, so not really a usable card in the game. Now, the probably best card in this pack for the final forms is Puzzle Cube Head. Again, he's got the Rubik's Cube head there, and he's got a game controller sword, and he's got, I don't know, what is that? A little bit of wiring on him, on his hand. It's a pretty funny looking card. I like it. It's great. It was originally a 33 attack, 24 defense Crushing Blow. They thankfully listened to me and turned this into a critical strike card. So this is now a good entry to mid-level critical strike card. You'll probably keep this in your deck for quite a while if you're a beginner. But obviously, since it's only 33 attack, it does drop off. 34 and above is kind of endgame. And really 36 is what most people use. 35, 36 is what most people use in endgame arena. But 33 will get you through a lot of it. And the nice thing is it has that high defense. It's like Ratatoskr, where it's a 33-24. So it is good for that. I'm actually taking out the 33-24s from my Heroics deck right now. I've just got a handful left, like 5 or 6 left. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually level this up. I think I might, just because I like the artwork and I'd rather have this in there than one of the other 33-24s that aren't as fun and exciting to me. So I might do a swap there. But it's good for Heroics for quite a long time, because I'm only just getting to that part where I'm removing those from my Heroics deck. Next up on here is Viral Dance, which is a 23 attack, 30 protection originally. They did change that to be a 21 attack, 32 protection. I had told them that the defense was too low at 30 to be useful, so they did decrease the attack, increase the defense a little bit. It might now be usable as an entry-level protection, but even then, I think the defense is just still too low to be usable in like a lobotomizer deck. You really need the defense to be at a minimum 33, maybe 34. 32, like I said, is going to be your budget entry-level Lobo, and you'll take a lot of damage if your opponent's using Sniper. So it's good short-term, but not long-term. And again, most people don't use Lobo anyway, but if they did, they're going to use the highest defense they can have. Our good old 11 here, the Wi-Fi Psychic. She started as and is still a 34 attack, 22 defense counter attack. She does have some niche uses in Arena. You know, if you used a sniper against her, you would reflect 50 damage back to the opponent and then also do another 14 damage, so 64 total. So it's not that bad of a counterattack card. I would have liked to seen it be one more up, so like 35 attack, 21 defense or 20 defense, but it still could have that niche use if you're using counterattacks in a tiebreaker deck. If you don't have enough health left, that's always a strategy people use for counterattacks. So it's definitely up there. It's one of the better counterattack cards. I personally would have liked it to be a critical strike card, but you know, you can't always just have critical strike cards, so I understand that. So overall, for these Diamond Final Form cards, there's not really a must-have. There's a great one with Puzzle Cube Head now that it's been changed, but it's not like you must have that. It's a long-term end-game Diamond Final Form card. So it's unfortunate, but that sometimes happens. But let's see. My suggestions I gave them for improvements I already talked about, so I won't talk about those again. Let's go into the gold Final Form cards here. First, we have the Chilling Bryna. She's a 21 attack, 20 defense curse. Curse has no use. Not really usable. It's a cute card, but I might see it in Heroics as a combo, and that's about it. Devil's Boy, which we talked about at the start, is a 26 attack, 18 defense critical strike. This is probably the best of the gold Final Form cards. 26 attack ends up being a 52 attack. Could be used in entry to Heroics, but it might be too low of an attack to be useful outside of that. Haunted Doll, which I've talked about a couple times now. This is a 27 attack, 13 curse. That's a pretty cool stat line for a curse card, but again, curses don't really have a use, so I probably would not use that card, even though it's cool looking. Then you've got the the Killer Clown, 25 attack, 18 defense, crushing blow. This could be entry-level Heroics, but outside of that, it's kind of the same thing as, oh gosh, what is his name? one of the first bosses that wears the dragon outfit. So same stat line: 25 attack, 18 defense, crushing blow. So it's entry level arena maybe, but nowadays you can get diamond final form so easily it's not really usable. Then you've got Strange Communicator, another Stranger Things reference here. This is a 13 defense, 13 attack, 26 defense, protect. It's not really going to be usable. Protects at that level just don't make sense. And then finally, the Dada book, which is a 22 attack, 20 defense curse guard. Again, 3 curse cards in here. No use for curse cards. So overall, no really must-have gold final forms at all. Devil's Boy is really the only one that's going to be useful in heroics, and maybe Killer Clown. I had suggested that they make Haunted Doll a counterattack card at 27-13. That would have been really good and powerful. Would have been second after just oh gosh, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. The one from Royal Games pack. And then I also suggested making Stranger Communicator just have a little bit more defense to it. I think it starts at 114, and I suggested 015 or maybe 016 or 17. But they didn't listen to that, unfortunately. But overall, Dark Pack, let's do a quick recap. It has a good to great gold combo card, one that you'll probably keep into your deck until you switch to only having Onyx in there. It'll also be used long-term in your heroics. Got a lot of attack-focused combos and a lot of strong combos. So it's a pretty decent card for that reason. Onyx combo card, one of the best in the game. It's probably 3rd or 4th for Onyx combo cards. Not the very best, but I mean, doesn't matter when you're that high up. Final form cards, outside of Puzzle Cube Head, nothing really to talk about. And even Puzzle Cube Head is just kind of entry-level, middle of the road for Critical Strikes. So who should be buying this pack? This is probably best for people who are mid to late game, more so on the late game side, because really what you're buying this pack for is the Onyx card, and maybe for the gold combo card if you wanted to have some additional high attack combos in your heroics. Obviously, if you're a beginner, you could potentially buy this pack, but typically, as a beginner, you're looking more for your final form cards, and this pack just doesn't have it. I'd wait for something like a combat, or one of the ones that has multiple beneficial final form cards for you. With this one just having one that's somewhat usable, I would say you'd want to stay away for that reason. But anywho, those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Also, I did not talk about the backgrounds for all these cards. They have some really great backgrounds, but if you wanted to share where you think the artwork comes from, put them in the comments here, and I'll like the ones that I see. So, anywho, with that being said, I do appreciate you guys, and I hope to talk to you again real soon. Take care.